everybody, it's time for a PNN pop-up. And seeing that it is the weekend that pretty much kicks off the summer season, I thought it was appropriate to be out in a beautiful natural location for the first time of the year. Gotta love it. Thanks to all of you who joined me earlier. Appropriately, the American flag is like right behind me. As I was at the World War II Memorial here in Massachusetts in Gloucester, and it's a mixed emotion day, as a lot of you I'm sure can relate to. We honor our soldiers and veterans and those who have put it all on the line to save democracy, while we have an illegitimate, really just disgusting POS in our sacred White House. Gosh, I'm not saying that to be insulting. I'm not saying that to get a rise out of any MAGAs or any, you know what I mean? It's just like, it is what it is. And besides, you know, he's just stealing. He's stealing everything possible from us. And you know, and there's just plans to do more and more and more of that. Hi, I like your shirt. So we're gonna take a look at a few things, and the kids are touristing here. And they're just exploring. That's what being a kid is all about. So he had a Celtic shirt on. We're gonna take a look at some cards, and of course I'm gonna be back later because it is Monday. I just wanted to come out here and take advantage of the beautiful day and see what the cards say. And I'm gonna pull a few cards from the deck of characters that one of my viewers sent. I'm really grateful because that deck is actually out of print, and if I wanted it I couldn't have found it, but I've seen several people using that deck, and I brought it with me just to kind of take a look at what's going on there. Alright, so we're gonna pull 3 cards about his recent, I guess I would say, just going off on an obvious insanity tangent where he's making little to no sense, mostly no sense, and you know, coupled with this quote-unquote big beautiful bill that would just decimate this country. It's a form of terrorism, and we all know that he's under the directive of Vladimir Putin. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards from the Aquarian deck here about what the fallout is from his clearly worsening mental state. And it's just so preposterous that anybody who has a brain in their head would bring up Joe Biden. I mean, one thing is for sure, it's getting clearer and clearer how desperately the cover-up of Dumpy's obvious mental decline is. It's so obvious. It's like, how can you tell me that's not happening? I watched it, I heard him with my own, eyes. I saw it with my eyes and heard it with my ears. The star card indicates that the United States of America is really going through, we are suffering some really big losses. Morale is one of the losses that we're suffering, and it's getting to be very clear. The Eight of Pentacles, however, tells me that what we're going through is going to produce a really strong kind of a backlog of all the people who haven't stepped up before stepping up. The Eight of Pentacles is really about kind of getting to work, but loving the work, because the work is fruitful and meaningful, and you just got to do it. It's a real positive card. So we haven't really gotten to the point where enough Americans are seeing how bad it is. if anybody ever catches clips of Fox, I know you don't watch Fox, it's just all Russian propaganda. But you see, Midas Touch will show clips and other channels will show clips of Fox. I mean, the recent one that I saw, the recent clip was Candace Owens talking about Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, like, having disagreements about what to set the thermostat at. And that was like news, right? I mean, it's just boring. That's not news. I don't think they're getting a divorce over that. A healthy relationship is one in which both parties acknowledge that they have different preferences. Any relationship. So yeah, in the face, like Memorial Day, it's a very, very sad time for America. We really didn't vote for this. We didn't. I mean, the election was rigged and they admitted it. It's been admitted many times. This is not like, oh, fact check. No, they admitted it. I do want to ask too if we'll see seagull overhead. Can be dangerous. I hear that if a seagull poops on your head, it's good luck, but I think they just tell you that just so you'll feel better when it happens. Honestly, that's been my experience. Let's take a look and see. I'm just going to grab a pendulum. Let's take a look and see if the tipping point has been reached in terms of enough American people being keyed in. I'm jingling my keys. Hang on, I'm sure that I brought a pendulum. Keyed into do I just do this all the time? Oh my gosh. To what's really happening. Alright, we'll do that later tonight. We'll do that at 7 for Psychic News Network. What's happened is it's hidden, and it'll reveal itself as soon as I leave. It will. So let's just ask the cards then. Let's ask the deck of character. Will enough people, have we reached the tipping point yet of enough people having gotten to a point? Sun's pretty bright. If enough people have gotten to the point, because we don't need all of them, we need a critical mass where they really, really do see what's going on and that we're in a dire situation. And to make you feel a little bit better, I pulled cards about what was going to happen, especially after the Saudi trip. I was on the phone with Kathy yesterday and pulled some cards out of the deck of character, and it clearly looked like that there was going to be some kind of fallout from that trip to the Middle East. So let's take a look and see what we discover about, have we reached a tipping point yet? And I'll pull 3 cards. So this deck is no longer available, it's no longer for sale, but you could probably find it used if you look. I have the swamp, the key, and glasses. Yeah, glasses indicate that more and more people are seeing clearly, and that's the key. That's really the key to us turning this around, is enough people who have been in the swamp are now seeing. Remember, he always said in 2015, like, drain the swamp, drain the swamp. Enough people are seeing that he is the swamp, and those MAGA Kremlin influenced Republicans are the swamp. And let's just pull 3 cards about the Republicans in Congress that are pushing back against this so-called big beautiful bill. I think they're not stupid in the sense that, I mean, they're so selfish and narcissistic, but they know that it will hurt them and it will make them look bad, and a narcissist does not want to look bad. So these cards are hilarious. I have the tongue, what they've said in the past is gonna kind of be highlighted. For example, I don't know which representative it was, but there was a representative who there's a video, there's video of several of them who in the past said, no way, we will never cut Medicare, that will ruin this country and all that, right? And then now they're like going for voting for the big beautiful bill, and I have a jail cell here. So the question is, will the MAGA Republicans be affected by how bad this big beautiful bill is? And yes, the tongue is what they've said in the past will be on stereo speaker mode, and the threat of jail. A lot of them are complicit in criminality, and that insider stock trading is part of that too. I do pick that up. So before we go, I'm not going to make this long because I'll just see you in a couple of hours. Before we go, I'm going to pull 3 cards about we the people and how our energy is now in terms of how we're feeling about our democracy. Knife, egg, tunnel. Yeah. We have to cut ourselves free from this fascism. The egg comes up, that's like the beginning of something new, and we feel like we're heading into a tunnel. The American people, they're feeling about our democracy. We have to cut ourselves free from MAGA in order to survive this. We're at the very beginning stages, and this also pretends, it's kind of illustrating that the price of eggs hasn't gone down now, has it? The American people have been duped, but we really do want to cut ourselves away from this MAGA destruction. And the tunnel, we know there's a tunnel. We feel like we're going down a tunnel and there's no way out, but the light at the end of the tunnel is there, and it's not an oncoming train. And I think I pick up that more and more Americans are seeing that, we're going down the tunnel, but there could be a beautiful light that's not a train that's going to smash into us. So there is hope out there. The more people get together to fight against this fascism, the more hope we'll feel. And when you jump in, and I'm already jumped in, and I'm going to jump in even more, and we're going to start to feel that rising up of, we will feel it. We'll feel a buoyancy. We'll feel the energy and the strength of the American people. Just, hey, we're all on the same wavelength. We're overthrowing this BS. This is not what we stand for. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining me for the PNN pop-up. I do these daily now, about 13 minutes or so, sometimes 20 minutes, depends on the day and the how much I want to go over. And I'll see you tonight at PNN live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Please consider booking a session. I can really use the help, and I'm sure you can use the psychic help. psychic@dion.com, and thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. See you soon.